Welcome to the Rob and Kale podcast. Rob Sanders.
Some would be entertained by it. Some would be horrified by
Kale Carolina Jackpot Hall.
All would be interested in it.
The Rob and Kale podcast.
Let's go.
And welcome in to the Rob and Kale podcast. I'm Rob Sanders. Joining you this evening from Columbia, South Carolina. From the upstate, in his house, where it looks like
house.
At his house, ladies and gentlemen. His motherfucking house. It's the best damn Gamecock YouTuber on the planet, Mr. Carolina Jackpot. Hello, sir.
Hello, Rob. How's everybody doing this evening? Got power in the house. Came back on. Well, it came on about 6 o'clock. When I got home from work, there was a light burning outside. Then it went off for about an hour. Then it came back on, and it stayed on. So, great job to all the hard workers out there who made this possible. But we have lights now, and we're getting somewhat back to normal around here.
Well, let's just be honest. If those lights flicker off, you're all motherfuckers. Jackpot will start cussing you again.
Well, I think we'll all agree it took a long time to get this shit done, but they finally got it done.
Yeah, well,
like I said, I ain't bitching too much. I don't know all that much about what goes into it, what does or doesn't. So anyway,
yeah.
we're in good shape now so far.
Yeah, well, it's pick night, Jackpot. We're gonna do our picks. And congratulations to Harry Leg. It's his 45th birthday. I don't know how old Harry is. Happy birthday to Harry Leg over in the chat. All right, Jackpot.
Birthday?
Something like that. He could be 45. He could be 95. I don't know. I know it's his birthday. It's all that matters.
Happy birthday.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's get our picks in, ladies and gentlemen. Week 6.
I got to ask you about some of these games. I tasked you with picking the games for this week's contest because I wasn't feeling up to it, and my internet was acting stupid, and I was in a bad mood. But by God, you couldn't put no Navy and Air Force in there.
I thought about it. Then I don't know.
You couldn't put Cal and the U in there.
All right. Well, which one would you have taken off, sir?
You pick. Probably that first one that we're staring at right there.
Well,
ugh.
Anyway, let's get our picks in this evening. SMU at Louisville. SMU is getting 7 points going to Louisville. You know, SMU's got one loss on the season, 3-point loss to BYU. Mm-hmm. Which at the time looked shitty, Jackpot, but BYU is a pretty good football team. I'm taking SMU in the 7 points. I think they beat Louisville. Heads up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they beat them or not, but Louisville, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with this team. I was right on them last week. I didn't think they could get it done against Notre Dame. They didn't. That said, at home here in this spot, I like Louisville. I think
right.
I think on lines of scrimmage, they're probably significantly better than what SMU is. I think they're probably significantly better at the skill positions. This screams 38-21, something like that to me. So I'm going to go with DeVille, man. I'm going to take the Cardinals at home to get it done.
All right, so Jackpot likes the Cardinals. The next one is Mizzou at Texas A&M. Mizzou is getting 2 points on the road with the Aggies. Which way you rolling there, Jackpot?
Hey, Texas A&M is 4-0 for Mizzou. Texas A&M is 4-1. I feel like it's very fraudulent 4-1. They were very fortunate to win that game last week against Arkansas. Had Arkansas not turned the ball over 2 times. Just they continuously just shoot themselves in the foot. I think Mizzou's the better team, so that's why I'm going with them here on the road. I think they get a big win at noon on Saturday in College Station.
Yeah, Texas A&M hasn't done anything that's impressed me, to be honest with you.
No.
I'm going to roll with Mizzou as well. Although, Mizzou could lose that damn game. I mean, I'll be
They
the
never do. The Texas A&M, they never do. They're never impressive. They're just, I don't know. It's like watching Texas A&M play football to me is like watching paint dry. And it doesn't matter if Jimbo Fisher is the coach. It doesn't matter if Mike Elko is the coach. It doesn't matter if Kevin Sumlin's the coach. Well, maybe they were a little bit more exciting back then at one point. But for the most part, they're not an exciting football team to watch. So
yeah, you don't get all amped up about A&M. It's just like,
no, I don't. I mean, I get a hard on. I mean, like watching Mizzou football is like Viagra. Watching Texas A&M football, it's like a bowl of cream of wheat.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go there. Jackpot talking about dick hard pills and teams. Let's move on to a team that could use a dick hard pill. That is Auburn. They play at Georgia. Georgia, of course, dropped their first game of the season to Alabama. It looks like it's just going to be murderer's row. People were talking about, the Auburn head coach and how much of a douche that he is. I think that Georgia's going to come out and roll them. I really, really do. I mean, Auburn hasn't done anything that impresses me either. Give me Georgia minus 24.5.
Georgia has covered like one game this year, and that was the opener against the Taters. I just don't trust them here. I don't trust laying those many points with Georgia here. I mean, I think they win, and I think they'll pull away, but I think they do the classic starting slow thing. Maybe Hugh Freeze experiments a little bit. Maybe first half's a little too close for comfort, and then I think Georgia pulls away. But I think that hook might get us there in that contest. So I'm going to go with the War Dam Eagle, Auburn Tigers.
So I've got the Braves game going over my left shoulder here.
San Diego just tied it.
Well, but here's the big thing with that. I have to apologize to Baylor Man. His mascot looks like, we talked about it. He looks like he has his own van where he rides around and has no windows, and he's giving out McDonald's hand puppets. The guy that sold him that fucking van is the San Diego Padres mascot. What a fucking pedo-looking thing that is. What douche has to wear that fucking outfit anyway? So
they actually have a costumed person there as a Padre?
Yeah, a costumed Padre that looks like he would give you the old holy water if you needed it.
It's a live mascot like the Philly Fanatic or something.
Yeah. It looks like I got to bring it up. It's fucking terrible.
Well, I know on their jerseys before back in the day they used to have the little Padre, and it was like a little fat monk or something with.
Yeah, that's what this one looks like. It just looks terrible. We'll show it to you in just a minute. I apologize to Bruiser Bear, but where he got his pedo van is the San Diego Padres mascot sold it to him.
He got it from the San Diego Padre man's used creeper van and pedophile supply center.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Iowa and Ohio State. Iowa's getting 19.5 points at the horseshoe jackpot. Which way are you rolling there?
Iowa's got better offense this year, but it seems like they have a worse defense. And Ohio State has been starting a little bit slow this year. Iowa's got a good running back. I think they have the nation's leading rusher.
I have to Google that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they do. That could keep them in this game. Cade McNamara, I mean, great. He's been all right. Ohio State's kind of rolled some of the last couple of teams they've played. I think this one might be close for some reason. I'm gonna go with Iowa here.
Yeah, I kind of like Iowa too.
Hawkeyes.
Yeah. Ohio State, sometimes they kind of play with their food in the middle of the season. That's kind of how they roll out. I'm going to take Iowa plus 19.5. Next matchup, the Old Dominion, who Jackpot knows a little bit about, playing Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina is giving up 5.5 points down in Conway on that horrible, whatever kind of turf that is.
That's the ugliest field.
It's ugly. It is ugly.
Really is, especially at a day game. It looks like shit. Now this is a night game, so if I choose to tune in watching this one, it might not look like shit.
Well, you're gonna be over there jerking off to whatever quarterback that Norvell runs out there, hoping they can beat Clemson. You're not gonna watch any of this.
That is a night game, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I might be jerking off to Nico.
Oh Jesus!
You
like him tall and skinny, right, buddy?
That's right.
I'm gonna take Coastal minus 5.5. Which way you going, Jack?
Old Dominion's already covered one spread in the state of South Carolina this year. Can they cover another? Here's the thing: they're coming. It's kind of a maybe a letdown spot for them, as they won last week as a 9-point underdog at Bowling Green. That's a good win for Old Dominion. Can they go on the road and win 2 games in a row as an underdog? I don't think they can win 2 in a row, but I think they could go on the road and cover again as an underdog. So go on ahead and give me. They've been cashing some tickets. Give me them Old Dominion Monarchs to cover in Conway against Coastal.
All right, your next matchup is Tennessee playing at Arkansas. Arkansas is getting 13.5 at home, Jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
Which way do you like that one? I mean, this is kind of like Arkansas's been, they've been in just about every game. I mean, it's not like they've been outplayed at all.
Yeah.
They've had some decent offense. Is this the week they put it together and put up a decent showing, or?
Yeah, big game here for Sam Pittman. I don't know that he's out of the woods yet in terms of getting let go. These teams have played some really close competitive games over the years. These Braves are they're just going to piss this fucking – God damn it. They're just going to piss this damn playoff away in 2 fucking games. Just go on the road.
They're not show that fucking mascot. Fuck their mascot, too. Fuck him.
Fucking over with. Just go fucking throw it away. Goddamn. The whole fucking season you worked hard to get to the playoffs. Won the last game of the damn season so you could get to the playoffs, and then go throw it away against some fucking shithole. Anyway.
Why are you fucking throwing a hanging curveball there? Throw the ball in the goddamn dirt to that fucking idiot. Jesus Christ.
It's a big spot for them here. They as long as they don't turn the ball over as they've been doing, I think they can keep this thing close. I'm not sure that they win. I was kind of clowning on the Tennessee man, saying this could be your 2022 South Carolina game for you. I don't know about that, but I'm going to roll with Arkansas here.
So, when I look at it, you know what? I'm going to go with my
Do you trust Tennessee? Because to go on to continue staying undefeated? Because I don't.
I don't trust them at all.
They bumped their gums all damn year long. All offseason long. We heard about how great Nico's stats are. This guy's been pedestrian. His stats are pedestrian as fuck.
Well, I think that the thing that gets me with Tennessee is like, you want to, and it's like we hear from so many Tennessee folks that listen to this show, and they're like, "This is our fucking year. This is our fucking year. That's our fucking year. Goddamn Nico. Goddamn defense. Best ever. Goddamn it." And it's like, all right,
God.
you're here, yeah, motherfucker. Fuck, goddamn it, Jackpot. Fuck this game. Anyway, so I don't trust Tennessee at all, but I think Arkansas is going to. God damn it, jackpot! The thing that makes this one hard is just fuck it. I'm going to take Tennessee to cover there to cover the 13.5 because I'm just not. I don't know.
All right.
I don't trust Arkansas either. Next matchup is Michigan at Washington. Michigan is getting 3 points on the road at Washington. Washington's got one loss on the season. They lost.
VicTube over there beating the Tennessee drum now because he knows that Georgia's going to beat them like they do every year. So all these Georgia fans are trying to pump up Tennessee.
See, this is the thing, jackpot, and Devin's here all the time, so I'm not giving Devin shit, but this is the shit that we hear. They are pedestrian because we haven't needed him at all yet. We're talking about they. Yeah.
We're talking about they or he because I'm talking about him. I didn't say anybody else was pedestrian. I said him.
He said we won't see that he has till Alabama.
Okay.
Come on, man. Damn, be a better fan.
I don't know if you want that smoke.
Here's another one. I don't trust Tennessee, who's 5-0 against the spread with Nico starting. Get the fuck out of here. You're 5-0.
5-0 against Chattanooga, and
congratulations for covering against the Snake. Congratulations. You covered against the Snake, and you covered against Oklahoma with no fucking quarterback. Awesome. I hope Arkansas fucking stomps you. That way fucking half of y'all leave. We don't have to hear your fucking shit. It's ridiculous. I picked you, but if that pick's wrong, then fine. Fuck it. You goddamn people are delusional as fuck. I'm taking Michigan with the 3 points.
Yeah, this is a tough spot here. Michigan just keeps on rolling, though. I mean, not rolling. They just keep on winning. Washington, not so much. They're coming off that loss at Rutgers. I think Michigan's the better team here. I think they get it done. Yeah, I'm going to go with Michigan as well, too. Kind of like the way they, kind of let Minnesota come from behind last weekend.
Right.
Minnesota could have won that game, but
row your boat.
Yeah, I think Michigan gets right here.
Your next matchup is the battle for, I don't know, second or third best team in Florida, fourth best team, whatever fucking team it is. UCF got drubbed by Colorado last week, so now we got to. You know what would fucking if we wanted Muslims and Jews to get along, jackpot. I know how we could do it. We could take a bunch of these Tennessee fuckers that are delusional as fuck, put them in a room with the Colorado football coaching staff, and just let them talk as both the Israeli and the Palestinian leaders have to sit there and listen to it, and you don't get to leave until you fucking have world peace. Because these two are the biggest bunch of delusional motherfuckers I've ever seen. That's how we could have world peace. We just solved that on the Rob and Kale show here tonight. I think Florida wins, though.
What do you know?
There you go with that. Yep, I'm taking Florida plus 2.5.
My problem with Florida is I can't stop the run. UCF is coming off of that was an embarrassing defeat last week.
Absolutely,
Colorado. I mean, Colorado's terrible, and losing to them at home is inexcusable. That said, I think they bounce back here in a major way. Florida hasn't stopped the run yet. They couldn't even stop the run against that terrible Mississippi State team a couple weeks ago. They're coming off a bye. I don't trust them. I think they drop another stinker. This might be the one where Billy Napier gets fired.
I wonder, I'm looking it up right now because Florida is a chicken shit team that doesn't fucking schedule anybody because they're cunts. We know about that, where they didn't schedule a Power 5 opponent outside of the state of Florida for like 25 fucking years because they're a pussy program. I'm looking to see when the last time they played UCF at home, and
They've
only played them 3 times. Holy shit! They played them in '99 in Gainesville. They played them in 2006 in Gainesville, and then they played them in the Gasparilla Bowl. Well, that's where UCF won the game and the fight afterwards. So There's that. Yeah. What a pussy.
I think that was when old Emory Jones was starting at quarterback for.
Yeah. It could have been Hamburger Jones. It wouldn't have mattered.
Do you remember when Emory Jones and some of those other Florida players that offseason when they what was it they did down there? They had they got into a fight or something, got into some kind of beef with a bookie that lived on the University of Florida campus, and they came out of the dorm rooms with like frying pans and all kind of other kitchen utensils and weapons, and like he was wearing a shower cap outside and running around.
Let me get my shower cap and my frying pan. Get the fuck out of here.
That's what they were doing. Yeah.
Oh, let's answer this dumb question from SEC football. Clemson's schedule is weak as shit. What the fuck is he saying? Sir, Clemson plays out of conference teams every year. Florida doesn't fucking play anybody. And by the way, you shouldn't be talking to me about Florida and Gainesville because there's fucking 20-year-olds who've never seen a win by your shit program down there. Shut the fuck up, dumbasses. I will bounce dumbasses tonight, Jackpot, that don't know shit. Wake Forest in the
salty. You're very salty.
My Braves are getting their fucking dicks kicked in by this fucking pussy team in San Diego.
Okay, calm down. It's the third inning. There's still time to come back.
God damn it. Fuck off, Jackpot. This is bullshit. I'm taking fucking Wake +5. Michael Harris, you better fucking just square up on the ball, asshole. Stop with this choppy shit. God damn it.
Rob has SEC bias. Thank you for the super chat. Says TJ Dudley changed last name and is starting for Rebels. Huh?
What?
I
don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I mean, you might as well be speaking Greek to me.
Well, thank you for the super chat. Rob has an SEC bias. I don't know what the fuck it means. But
this Kale Hall shitters is very interesting.
Yeah, I when you gave me the shitter, Jackpot, I was like, God damn it, Jackpot! You had Charlotte playing this weekend. You could have went with them.
NC State actually has a winning record. I mean, albeit it's a very fraudulent winning record. Okay, I mean they barely scraped by against Western Carolina, La Tech, and Northern Illinois. That said, Wake Forest, we're coming off a home loss to UL Lafayette. Here they got outscored, lost 40-37. I don't think they're in a great spot. I think they dropped this game. I'm not really sure. Not really sure what's wrong with Wake Forest the past year and a half. They haven't looked like the Wake of old. Might be time to switch up that offense or something a little bit. Maybe some teams are starting to figure it out. I don't guess UL Lafayette did, since they did give up 37 points. But I like NC State here at home. I think they probably get it done. If I win by a touchdown, this game screams 27-20 to me. Sings to me.
All right. The next matchup is Ole Miss and South Carolina. The Rebels are giving up 9.5 points, Jackpot. And, I said at the beginning of the season you guys aren't going to win a game in October, and I stand behind that, but I think you cover the spread. I'll take South Carolina and the 9.5.
I do too. I was watching a show earlier, Kelly in Vegas, handicapper that does a lot of these wager talk shows, also has that as her best bet, Barking Dog, the Gamecocks, and sprinkling a little on the money line as well, which she said she was going to do. Look, this is a spot for Lane Kiffin where You know, they're going to have to just put up or shut up time. It's kind of a sandwich spot type of thing. You know, you're coming off of an embarrassing loss. You didn't play very well. And you got a road game at LSU next week. And, you know, are you going to be focused? I don't know. Either they're going to be extremely focused and they come in here and win by a couple of scores because they're definitely capable of doing that. But I don't know, man. There's something about the South Carolina team. It's not the most talented bunch, especially offensively. They've got their issues. Still got some issues on the line of scrimmage. They're working on it. To me, the bunch just seems a little bit more, I don't know. They seem a little bit more resilient to me than what I've seen. They seem a little bit more mature, maybe. They have committed some stupid penalties, so that's not mature. But
well, I think that across the board, refs have been calling more shit. Like it seems like there's more flags now with every game.
oh
I'm
my
not saying
God! Every time there's a damn pass play, I'm looking for the damn flag. I mean, and
I'm not saying it's just South Carolina. I'm thinking just across the board, there's just a shit ton of, the flags on every goddamn play.
Kentucky guy says embarrassing in all caps. Yes, it's embarrassing because you're not very good. And they were favored by near 3 touchdowns. Yes, that's called embarrassing. Call it what it is. I mean, not very good.
Look, I know Kentucky fans aren't coming in here running their dick suckers after they got fucking housed. You got fucking housed. Your fucking quarterback had aborted himself on the field and ran the hanger through the rest of the goddamn offensive line. Don't come in here running your mouth. You need to stop with that bullshit. Don't take that shit from them, Jackpot. You went in there and killed them.
You're very graphic this evening.
I fucking am. Fucking
got me cringing over here a little bit.
Well,
yeah.
If I've got you cringing, then maybe I need to.
A lot of people, though. You got a lot of people in Vegas. Josh Pates jumped on South Carolina, like the aforementioned Kelly in Vegas. Is South Carolina, not like she's somebody famous, but it's just someone I follow. A lot of other ones jumping on South Carolina. I hope that's not a bad sign. Because if they come out there and they don't play well, they could get blown out. That said, I think they play well at home. I think the Gamecocks cover here. I think they get that win against this team. I think Ole Miss is fraudulent. And I think Lane Kiffin is I don't know. Here's my thing. Does he end up with this Florida job or not? Because if Ole Miss isn't making a playoff run, they don't have to worry about a playoff game messing with their plans there, them being Florida. However, if you're dropping games to South Carolina and Kentucky, is Florida still going to want you?
Jesus,
that's $1 million question also, too.
They let Lane Kiffin's turd coach them. Look, the key to the game, all right, for South Carolina is very simple. Now, you'll see dummies writing up about how it's going to come down to Kennard and Stewart, and those guys are going to make plays. Okay? It's not. It has nothing to do with them on the defensive side of the ball. It has to do with Tonka Hemingway and Boogie Huntley, your defensive tackles. The Ole Miss offense does not run if the defensive tackles get a push up the field.
Are you forgetting that T.J. Sanders is also on that team?
Yeah, you can go with T.J. Sanders too.
I think T.J. Sanders is probably better than Boogie Huntley.
Well, fair enough.
Boogie Huntley's a bad play. He's okay. Well, and he's average.
Can we agree that Hemingway's better than all three of them, or the other two?
I think him and T.J. Sanders are 1A and 1B on that line.
All right. Well, your 1A and 1B defensive tackles, whoever the fuck it is, that's the key to the game. Because Jackson Dart does not do well when the center gets pushed back into him and he has to hurry up from that exchange. He doesn't do well. That's why last week it was the same thing with Kentucky. So South Carolina can get pushed from their defensive tackles and get into the backfield that way. South Carolina will win the game. They can win. But I don't know for sure if your quarterback and the situation with your offense is going to be good enough to score a lot of points, but I think that you can definitely hold them. That's why I've got you guys covering with the 9.5. So there you go with that.
Yeah, I mean, this ankle thing. I mean, hell, I mean, he was walking around after. I mean, you know, how damn long does it take to get over that? I mean, it's a twisted ankle. Shit. I mean, hell, I've had them all my damn life.
Well,
get over
yeah,
it.
they're not the
Not
athlete.
necessarily a sports ankle, but
they're not the athlete that you are, Jackpot.
well, they're damn sure they're not.
Yeah. All right, so the final game that we have that we're going to pick this evening before we take calls, Clemson's on the road at Florida State. The line is 14.5. DJ Uyunglele is faking a finger injury to get off the field because he has – if he's not faking that, he knows what's coming.
What a turd. I mean, what a turd. What a flaming turd.
His dad.
He played like absolute –
goddamn
shit all season long. Now you're gonna get out of the game against your former team because you're afraid of. And what are you afraid? Oh, I'm gonna go out here and look like shit. You look like shit through 5 games.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what we're gonna do is we have the bookcase of accountability online, and it's on robandkaleshow.com. We're going to add SEC football's take here because he is dumber than fuck. He says he'll take FSU. So since he's going to take FSU, we'll make sure that we document that. That's what he said. I didn't say it.
I would love to be – I'd love to take FSU to cover here. I mean, I hate Clemson. Everybody knows that. But here's the thing. That the backup quarterback situation is not good for Florida State. This Brock Glenn guy is not a good quarterback. They don't have any decent receivers. Their running game is just average as shit. And there's nothing to like. I mean, I can't find an edge where they're going to be able to move the ball. I mean, like Stanford, at least the tree moved the ball against Clemson. The tree just choked on itself, choked on its own roots. The tree here was kind of about like the tree in the state of South Carolina last Friday morning. They blew over in the storm, big time. But I just don't see where Florida State can even move the ball against Clemson. So, and it's not because of Clemson's defense is great. I mean, Clemson does have a really good defense, but I mean, their offense is just going to just shut down its own foot in spite of itself because it's just not very good. So, unfortunately, I have to take – Taylor's been a covering machine here the past 3 times out. Covered against NC State, App State, and Stanford in a major way. Won Carolina Jackpot some money last week. That said, give me Clemson.
Yep. I'm taking Clemson there to cover. It's just not going to be.
SEC football says Vegas knows something. The spread is only 14 and a half. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Florida State's, 1-4 or something. They haven't been exactly – well, this past Saturday night they did. Outside of that, they haven't really been getting blown out in games. They've just been losing. I think it's more embarrassing because of the season they had last year.
There's also this whole thing of if you go back to the COVID year, Jackpot, where Florida State was, the whole thing where they bitched out about a game and all that. Clemson was heading down there, and I don't think that Sweeney and Norvell like each other. And Norvell's a piece of shit coach anyway. I don't think the players like each other. I truly think that Uyunglele was told you're not starting, and then he goes, "Well, I have a fucked up finger. I stuck my finger up my ass and broke it."
Well, he got benched last week, right?
Well, they said it was because he was injured, but I think he put his finger up his ass, and that's what happened to him. I mean, he's just terrible. And his dad running his mouth about, he had to go to Florida State to get better coaching. Motherfucker, you have been terrible forever. Don't come at me with that nonsense.
What did they have? What did he have
Idiot.
to do to? I mean, I don't know. Who did they
What does
have
he
to
have to
talk
do?
to? What had to be done? Do you think in order to bribe FSU to take a shot at him? I don't understand
Well,
it.
Norvell looked at his roster and realized, oh my God, I don't have a quarterback with any experience. I have to go to the transfer portal. I have to go to who's left, and some dumbass would like he read Uiagalelei's dad's tweets of like, we could get the former Clemson starting quarterback, and Norvell's like, really, we can, and then they went and did it. That had to be what happened.
It's almost like these coaches. I don't know. It's like these past two guys. For some reason, they think they're going to be able to get that DJ Ukulele who threw for 450 yards at Notre Dame in 2020 back.
Yeah, that's like
what happened there? I mean, was that a fluke? I mean, how does that happen?
It was COVID. I think it was COVID. I mean, that's how it happened. I mean, Trevor Lawrence had COVID. That's the only thing I could think of. That's how it happened. I don't know, Jackpot. I mean, I wish I could give you a better answer, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, he came with such promise, and everybody thought he was going to be the greatest thing ever, and he had like the Dr. Pepper endorsement and the Bojangles endorsement, and Bojangles like, man, fuck, we wasted our money on this turd. He was terrible.
Yeah. I think somebody dropped his endorsement after he went to the Bank of America Stadium a few years ago and played Georgia, because that was like the game where he kind of got rocked a little bit and really was never the same person after that.
The bookcase of accountability is online at robandkaleshow.com. Show you a quick little thing of that here.
Do I have anything on there? I think I do, don't I?
I think you do, but we have pics on here, like the dum dum that was here tonight. We take a screenshot of it and put it there. That way we can come back and it's our own little version of receipts.
The dum dum here tonight, you're going to have to be a lot more specific than that.
The one that said, SEC football saying he'll take FSU. The algorithm says dumbest fuck pick in the history of the show. I mean, I can't help it. That's what the algorithm wrote. We have our stuff on over and under an SEC play. Let's see how that's looking. Bama both over 9.5. We agree with that. Arkansas 4.5. I have them at under. Kale's got them at over. Arkansas is at what? 2 wins, 3 wins. Where are they at, Jackpot?
How did I have Arkansas?
You had them over 4.5, so it's looking more like you.
Oh, looking like Carolina Jackpot time. Checking in with the Razorbacks.
Yep. Florida 4.5. Kale's got them over. I've got them over. Georgia 10.5. Oh, we're on a razor's edge there. We both got them over after they.
Well, they can't lose another game.
Mm-hmm. Kentucky, I've got them under 6.5. Jackpot's got them over.
What are they now? Are they 3-2?
3-2. Yep.
Oh.
LSU 9.5. Kale's got them under. I've got them over. Mississippi State under 4.5. We both might get right on that one. Missouri over 9.5 for both of us. Oklahoma under 7.5 for both of us. South Carolina, Kale and Rob both over 5.5. Tennessee both over 8.5. That's looking good. Texas both under on the 10.5. Man,
unfortunately,
Texas is making us look shitty. A&M both under 8.5. Okay, and then Vandy over 2.5.
I mean,
yeah, but over 2.5 for Kale. I think you've already cashed that one, Jackpot. No, they have 3 wins.
Yep, they do.
Yeah, I'm already lost that one. So
you had them at 2-10.
Yeah,
fucking non-believer.
I don't believe in the smart kids.
Well, by God, they showed you.
Yeah, they certainly did. Anyway, bookcase of accountability, full of dumb takes. Some of them may come out right. We'll see. Like Christopher says, Sellers is going to destroy Nico's ratings and stats. Holy shit with all that, Jackpot. All kinds of crazy predictions over there. Also, Big
Well,
Barney Ross's bourbon reviews. Go and check those out.
to be
And,
fair, we're only 4 games in, so.
I'm just saying, that's what he wrote. All right, let's take some calls this evening, Jackpot. I'll put the link over here in the description. There we go. If you want to join the program, have at it.
Volume
watch a
City says Vandy has 2 wins. Okay, they beat Alcorn State and Virginia Tech. I guess they do just have 2 wins.
They do? I thought they had more than that.
Yeah,
probably
they lost to Mizzou. They lost to Georgia State, and I think they're 2-2. They were off last week. They're 2-2 then.
Yeah.
They're 2-2. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
that's fine. They're going to get that 3rd win.
Okay. Well, then you've almost
Alabama. Better watch out, Alabama. They're coming to.
Someone messaged me about. Did I think that? That they asked me if I thought that Vanderbilt would cover the spread against Alabama. It's 23, Jackpot.
No,
I got nothing.
Now I listened to a stat last, and I don't put a whole lot. I should, but I don't put a whole lot of gusto in these stats. So since 2016, I think it was teams. Okay, so you've had a matchup between 2 top 10 teams.
Right.
The team that won outright, their next game, when they're a double digit, if they're a double digit favorite of however many points it was or more, they've covered like 82% of the time.
Okay.
And then they threw the Vanderbilt analytics in there too that said, well, the team against a team coming off a bye in that same situation, it's like 87%. So no, they're not. They won't cover. No, Alabama's going to blow them out. I mean, this looks like 48-14 to me, maybe. I know when me and my son were watching the Alabama-Georgia game when Jalen Milroe kept it around the right side and kind of tightrope down the sideline on that 25-yard touchdown run there right near the end of the first half. My son looked at me. He was like, "You want to sell those tickets?" I was like, "No."
You know, I
look,
thought about
Jackpot, look at this mascot for San Diego. They call him the Swinging Friar. He looks more pedo than Bruiser the Bear. I mean, look at that fucking thing, Jackpot. What the hell? Jesus Christ, that's
well. There's some people there dressed up like it. One guy has his kid in a damn toga.
It's fucking San Diego. What would you expect from San Diego? Bunch of silly goose people out in San Diego.
San Francisco's where the weirdos are.
You don't think there's weirdos?
San Diego's actually a nice place, but I don't know.
It's California. Of course, there's going to be weirdos.
All right, Bruce, what do you got? What do you got? Did you buy your pedo van from the Swinging Friar?
You know,
that's his name. Swinging Friar.
I think somebody got it for him. Like somebody bought it from the Friar who gave it to Bruiser.
Where do you get your McDonald's hand puppets?
Well, it's sponsorships.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Shit.
You should look up. There's also a female mascot named Marigold there. It's a female bruiser.
The problem that I have with you guys is you have an actual bear mascot in the middle of the fucking campus.
We have 2 of them.
And you have two actual bear mascots. Yes. And you roll this fucking thing out. You're paying all that money to have those bears. You should be able to teach them something. We took the kids to Cherokee when they were kids, and the bears were giving us sign language to give them more food. You can't take that Institute of Higher Learning and teach those goddamn bears to walk out on the field intimidate somebody?
They used to carry bring the actual bears to the football game.
Yeah, that's what you should do. LSU runs Mike the Tiger out there. Georgia's got Uga the dog that like almost bit an Auburn player a long time ago. South Carolina's got their fucking rooster that's trying to find his way to Bojangles. You guys
Does Colorado still have Ralphie run out on the field, or did
Of course they do.
Dion determine that distracts from like Shadur and his rap album, or what?
No, Buffalo still runs.
They still run him out there.
Okay,
Run him out there. I mean, shit. Tennessee's got their dog, old Smokey.
You remember when one of the Smokey incarnations bit South Carolina running back, and I can't remember what that guy's name was. It was a white running back that actually,
Ryan Brewer? Was it Ryan
no,
Brewer?
It was before that. I can't remember what that guy's name was. The comrade would remember this. Anyway, I think it was in '96. I want to say it was when Peyton Manning was there. He scored a touchdown, and I mean, to put South Carolina, I think we're down like 21-6 or something. This guy scores a touchdown. God, what was that guy's name? Anyway, that dog ran over there and bit him, or bit at him. When he was, he runs in there for a touchdown, and he falls down in the end zone or whatever, like in the corner of the end zone, and the dog bit him.
Mike said, G-Man says Mike hasn't been on the field in 15 years. Well, thank you for correcting me on that, sir. But he's there. You can go and visit him. That's for sure. So, yeah. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
They just run this fucking thing out. Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got there, Bruiser the Bear?
Yeah, I've noticed you've been pretty spicy tonight. What's the Braves doing?
I
Look, the Rangers have done that to me all year.
The Braves have.
Rob's acting like it. I mean, he's madder. I mean, it's like he's walking through he's walking through a blackberry patch naked or something.
I'm acting like Jackpot when South Carolina opens up and they're losing a game to Vanderbilt. That's how I feel tonight with the Braves. It's terrible.
Or maybe
Absolutely
the past
terrible.
2 weeks.
We're losing there to this fucking team with that mascot. He's sitting there shaking his ass at us with that fucking bald head of his. Fuck that guy.
Dude, at least you didn't lose to Deion Sanders on a Hail Mary when you had the game going.
The thing with that is like all these people are like, oh, well, Colorado has arrived. The shitty thing, the crazy thing about that is Colorado's 4-1, right? They've got a win over Baylor. They've got a win at UCF. They beat one of the number one FCS teams in the country. You would think that would be enough to get them into the top 25, right? But the writers hate Deion so much for the way that he acts. They got one vote. Just their resume with what they've done, they should be in the, 27 to 30 range. Nah, fuck that. You got one guy that voted for you.
I wonder who that one guy was.
Yeah.
I found that young man who I was trying to figure his name out, Rob, was Scott Moritz.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So Tennessee won that game on 11-2-1996. They were 5-1 after this game. The Gamecocks were 5-3. They won 31-14 in Williams-Brice Stadium. Peyton Manning threw for 362 yards. Their leading rusher was Jay Graham with 57 yards. Gamecocks with staunch running D there. Leading receiver Joey Kent, 104 yards. The Gamecocks' Anthony Wright had a stellar 166 yards through the air. Scott Moritz, 74 yards on the ground. And the leading receiver was Marcus Robinson, who to this day I can't remember who the fuck he was. 57 yards receiving. That is piss poor. Anyway, that's a nugget.
Just walk off the field, fucker. Walk off the field. You've already given up the game, asshole. Just take your ass on the end of the bench, fucker. Just don't get on.
They're going to the pen already.
Yeah. They just need to go to the fuck. They need to go to the fucking plane. That's what they need to do. I miss the days when we had like Gary Sheffield and Chipper Jones all roided up. They'd have slapped the shit out of that fucking Padres mascot. That motherfucker would have been out there after the third inning. They'd have slapped the shit out of him. Chipper would have fucked one of them whores in the damn locker room in the third inning and then went out and hit a couple of homers. We'd win this shit 9-2. Losing to San Diego. Fucking shitty.
Someone for the Braves that came in with a lot of fanfare in terms of being a power hitter that never panned out for us. And this has been about 15 years ago. It was good old Mark Teixeira.
Oh, Teixeira hit good for the Braves. That was a wicked lineup with him and Jones back to back, and then was it Jones and then him, and then they had Renteria and Andrew Jones all in the same lineup. That was a hell of a team. They just couldn't pitch that year. Pitching staff shit.
I miss Martin Prado.
Prado was good too.
He was good. He was a utility man.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, Braves hurting my feelings tonight. Not doing what I thought they would do. Hopefully they'll come back. All right. What else you got there, Bruiser Bear? Anything else besides, I don't know. What else you got, man?
I was gonna get with the fryer and see if we could come out with some different kind of hand puppets to give out.
Y'all should put a T-shirt. Just be on a T-shirt together. That's what
Providence is the Friars too. Is their fryer as weird as the swinging fryer? Or is it more
swinging? Come on, Jackpot. Tell me that swinging fryer don't look fucking stupid.
It's weird. Yes, but
the name swinging fryer just sounds weird.
What's he laughing at? Don't you put Mark Lemke's name with a laughing emoji, sir? That guy was tough as fucking nails from Utica, New York. He was.
Mark Lemke and Sid Bream. Yeah, Sid Bream had one fucking leg, and he outran Barry fucking Bonds in his arm.
I remember Mark Lemke playing with the Greenville Braves. He was on the team with Jeff Blauser. Well, no, maybe he wasn't because Blauser was before him. They both played shortstop. No, it was Lemke's second baseman.
But seriously, Sid Bream had one leg, and he outran Barry Bonds. Couldn't throw out a one-legged Sid Bream in the damn NLDS. Fucking Barry Bonds.
Well, when he would have if he got on steroids a couple of years earlier.
Yeah, probably. Anyway. All right, Bruiser. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's put the link out there one more time. Jackpot in his house tonight. That's all good.
Yeah, it's nice to actually hear the air conditioner running and works for me.
I don't like Manny Machado either. Fuck him. I don't like him. I don't like the swinging fryer. I don't like any of these motherfuckers. Rob has an SEC bias. Welcome to the program.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are y'all doing?
What's up, buddy?
Better than we deserve.
Love to hear that. And as always, KO, it's great to see the man back with some lights on in the damn house.
Yeah, I was kind of I was down bad on Sunday evening. I'm not gonna lie. I was upset. I was trying to get on the show, and there's something to it. You can't even. I don't know why you can't use your cell data at your house when there's no power. But it.
Well, I speak for everybody
now, and we're looking forward to a better weekend.
Well, I speak for everybody in saying we all appreciated your effort in trying to get on, and definitely for Rob for still hosting that show.
There were some people that were like that thought that I was trying to like keep you from being on the show. I'm like, look, when I started the show, I could see
No,
Jack.
dude, it's like if it's like I'll bear crawl through the desert for water if that's what I'm looking
Yeah.
for. That's
But
what I felt like Sunday night. It just
Yeah.
happened.
Well, and I wanted to what I was saying in my super chat earlier. If y'all remember that TJ Dudley, the guy
Yeah,
taking pictures in the locker room, he changed his last name, and now he's the starting linebacker for the Rebels. Did y'all know that?
yeah. Let's.
I mean, oh my
hey,
gosh.
Really?
Yeah,
Can we get Uncle Lou in here because he is without power? I'm sure.
yeah, throw him in. Yeah.
What do you got, Uncle Lou? How are you, sir?
Good. Can I get a venti, skinny, white chocolate mocha, hot, no whipped cream?
Well, then all you need is a vanilla scented candle and a penis to suckle on. You'll be good to go, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what Lou came into the show for. All right. Anyway,
That was
go ahead and finish
worthwhile.
what you were saying there. Yeah.
Make that man his damn drink, Rob. What the fuck?
not
You done
making
cut me
shit. I
off
look like
to
a fucking-
take his order.
look
Make
like-
that man his drink.
I mean, shit. You're the one in college. Go out there and get you be a barista. Make sure the cream's extra hot. I'm sure he likes that.
Did Lou just order the basic white bitch order
Yeah.
at Starbucks?
That's
Yeah, I
what.
think he
That's
did.
why I told him he needed a vanilla scented
That's
I thought
candle.
that was a
Stetson.
pumpkin spice latte.
That's the Stetson Bennett order.
You think
In the-
Uncle
in the
Lou has
spirit of
a
fall.
pair of Uncle Lou probably has a pair of Uggs with a Georgia logo on them. I bet he does. I would not
Nah.
be surprised.
Lou does not seem like an UGG guy to me. He seems, but I
Oh.
don't doubt that he has a pair of Timberland boots.
Did you see his man purse that he had the other night? I fucking go and look that
Hey,
up.
did y'all see? I'm pretty sure
That
Gamecock
man purse
Sporty.
doesn't scream Uggs. I'll buy him his goddamn latte.
I'm pretty sure I saw Gamecock Sporty kicking it with him over at that Buffalo Wild Wings he was at in one of those videos he posted.
Hey, we just
So,
Jorge Sola
Ladies
just
and gentlemen,
whoa. Fuck
But,
the Padres.
yeah, fuck the
Yeah,
pot.
go
Except
ahead
for
and drop that
Tatis, we need Tatis to do good. I got some money invested in him.
No one
So-
gives a
solo
fuck.
shot.
This is the Braves.
But yeah, so
Against the
also
Braves?
another thing I want to talk about. Have y'all seen the stats on this fucking Boise State running back?
Yes,
Holy
That-
shit!
he's nasty. Did you see? Have you watched any of their games?
No, I mean, why the fuck would I? It's Boise State.
Well,
Jack
it's nasty. I mean,
Campbell's all
it was like the
those
third
things
play of the game against Washington State this past Saturday night. I mean, he made like 4 guys miss.
He's insane.
Wow.
He's got
60-yard
800,
touchdown run.
845 yards, 13 touchdowns on only 82 carries through 4 games.
Man, I
I
wonder
mean-
what it would take for old. Wonder how big of a bag it would take for old Shane Beamer to entice him to, maybe.
Yeah.
It
Throw his
shouldn't
name
be
in
that
the
hard.
press
It should be, hey, fucko, you don't want to play on that fucking blue turf, do you? At fucking 2:00 in the morning and your games. That's when we play on the East Coast. You can play at an SEC school. We'll buy you that drink that Uncle Lou wanted. You can come here with that.
Come home.
A little bit, buddy.
Yeah. To be fair, with the way that the NFL running back market set up, he'd probably make more money staying an extra year and transferring out to the SEC or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we can get him for a cup of coffee, I'm sure, if the Gamecocks really wanted it.
Yeah, he's good. And you know another guy who's been impressing me, who I think is he should get hired this year, who I really don't hear a lot of people talking about? Barry Odom. Barry Odom. What a fucking
God.
coach he is. I mean, to go out and win that game after your starting quarterback absolutely leaves you high and dry.
We already
tells
know
me
what
it's
we
a
get with
scheme.
Barry Odom. Hold on, we already know what we get with
Mm.
Barry Odom. Look at the shit he did at Mizzou. He was a fucking
Listen,
shit show.
I think he could do good. I don't think he's SEC level. I think you get him out in the Big Ten though. I think he could do good. I mean, what he's doing at UNLV, that's impressive. No matter which way you want to cut it.
He'd probably end up being a Big 12 guy.
That's what I'm saying. SEC. I mean, SEC is just a different caliber. There's not many coaches that can.
To be
last in
honest
the
with you,
SEC.
with the geography and the trajectory of where he's at and the kind of similarities between the programs or their history, in other words, and that, after this season, I don't think Deion Sanders will be at Colorado anymore. I think he'd be an excellent fit to go there.
Yeah, that's a great point, and I think he'd bring a much better culture. We could put it that way.
I have to. Wayne over in the chat says, Uncle Lou, why aren't you helping remove debris from your house and upper neighbors' homes instead of waiting on someone else to do it? I don't think from Lou's video you can barely get into the goddamn neighborhood anyway.
Yeah, Georgia got
People like
fucked.
just running their dick suckers and they don't even know what the hell's going on.
I've been
Holy
seeing
shit
some
with all
crazy
that.
numbers out of North Carolina, something like 1,000 people still missing. I don't know if that's gone down or not.
Yeah,
but
they're literally finding
I know
people
he's in
hanging out in
Georgia, but
trees dead. So
it's scary how
Yeah,
devastating that was.
yeah, they're finding bodies buried in the mud. Another home run for the Braves.
Uh-oh.
Right
Oh,
away
that's
center.
a replay.
No, I'm sorry, that was a replay of that one. My
Yeah.
bad. Bodies
Look at
buried in
you,
the
Ozuna
mud.
fucking hugging each other. What the fuck? You're down 3 runs. Get your shit together.
Bodies in the mud. Bodies in trees. It's just, oh God.
It's terrible. And I'm speaking for myself, but I probably speak for a lot of people because we usually get hit by hurricanes, but it's never anything too serious. So a lot of people, just another one blowing through. We'll get some bad rain. I don't
No,
think.
we've always had bad weather in the upstate. I mean, in pockets, though. I mean,
Exactly.
you might have a tornado touchdown somewhere every 5 years. You may have some strong winds, but it would always be confined to a small area, never this widespread. I mean, this was across the entire upstate, pretty much.
Yeah, and the scariest thing is we got another one potentially heading our way.
Yeah,
I don't know
I've
what's going
heard
to happen
that,
if
but
that
I've
hits
also
us.
heard that's fake news. I don't know.
Hopefully it is. I would love some misinformation
I
on that one.
love how everybody in my Twitter feed, my Facebook feed now is a fucking weatherman. Have you noticed that? Like the other day, it was
That's
like
how it always goes.
everyone's like, conspiracy theory with this, conspiracy theory with that, and why are bread prices high? And now it's I'm a fucking weatherman, and we're gonna get dicked again by another.
I noticed over on Facebook, especially in the neighborhood Facebooks and next door social media apps, the past few days, everyone has been a Duke Energy expert. As far as
Duke Energy expert.
power restoration and that.
Oh yeah, a little off tangent. I figured out
we have to run a test before we can actually turn the power on for everyone. Shut up.
Yeah. Well, listen, I've been driving around a good bit that I've never seen just this level of destruction throughout anything that's come through South Carolina.
Look, real talk. Maybe you should just stay your cappy ass at home. Go to class and go the fuck home.
I'm
Don't
graduated.
Be out right now. Who gives a shit?
I'm graduated.
Okay, well then, whatever. Go to work and go home. Fuck, man. There's lots of shit.
Well, that's what I'm
going
saying. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, you're driving where we're at now. We're driving over power lines on damn near every street. At some point, you're gonna be driving over power lines.
I passed by a power line today, or a power pole today, in Greenwood, and they still don't have all that stuff cleaned up.
I don't know how they're going to rebuild the grid.
This power pole was it was sheared off at probably 15 feet up, and the thing was turned upside down to where, like, the part where the power lines run through was 15 feet up in the air, and the broken off pointy part was pointed straight up in the air. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, it not only broke it in half, but it turned it topsy-turvy, but it didn't break the line. It's still holding it. I'm like, I've just not seen anything like this before.
No, it was insane, but like you said, it's in the rear view. All we can do is rebuild. Hopefully that you get some federal funding into these states to help kind of facilitate that. But with the level of damage I've seen, I mean, shit, who knows how long it's going to take, man, to get it all back to 100%.
Oh, it'll take a year before
at least
it look normal again. Well, it's like I was telling him today. I saw that from the North Carolina DOT website, I-40 from Asheville to Knoxville is closed, and it's not estimated to open up back again until September of next year.
Wow. It's and I've got buddies who actually had a tree come down on their damn house out there in Greenville. I think they won't have power for another week or two.
Oh, God.
They just went out and bought had to drive down to the Midlands and buy a generator. But I'll quit talking about that. I did want to say I found out what his name was. It's T.J. Doherty now instead of T.J. Dudley. He took his father's last name, so I guess he was raised by his mom. But he can't be T.J. Dudley anymore, so he took his dad's last name. I mean,
What a fucking douche tip that kid is.
no kidding. And do you think it speaks worse on? I think at this point it speaks worse on Lane Kiffin for letting that motherfucker into the locker room. I mean, still people don't talk about that. How is that not a big story? He just kind of rode off into the sunset and nobody talked about him transferring to Ole Miss.
I think Lane Kiffin probably lost most of his scruples a long time ago, so not really sure that
that's probably true. And
more important than him.
Hey, trivia question, Jackpot. Who has more passing yards, Nico or Green for Arkansas? Has more passing
I'm going to venture out and say Taylon Green.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Nico hasn't played some of the second halves, right? I could be wrong on that. I don't
Yeah,
watch
Green
much
has
Tennessee,
over 400 more passing yards than Nico does. I was kind of stunned by that.
That's what I was saying
thought Nico
earlier.
was the second coming of God.
Arkansas, man, Sam
If I'm not
Pittman saved
mistaken, I
his
think
job.
Cade Klubnik had better stats than him.
Really? Cade Klubnik? Well, Cade had that one game versus App State.
Yeah, but Klubnik's been fucking. He's played a bunch of shit pose. I mean, let's just be honest.
He's played a bunch of what?
But Arkansas's played a bunch of shit pose. Then a bunch of
Tennessee hasn't.
Yeah.
Well, here's the real question that not a lot of people are talking about. LSU's looking good lately. Could they do something?
They kind of tongue punched old South Alabama in the fart box.
That's what I'm saying. And South Alabama gave or not South Alabama, South Florida gave Bama some problems. I mean, they played the Bulls, right?
Alabama.
Or South Alabama. Okay, I thought they played the Bulls last week.
The South Alabama's they went to App State a few weeks ago and beat them by like 40.
Well, if you remember, that's where old Jake Bentley transferred to.
No, that was North Alabama.
No, he was a South Alabama player too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's right. I do remember that. I do. No, I'm sorry.
Old Jake Bentley. Hey, the Gamecocks have their roots everywhere.
Coaching at.
Yeah, that's yep, you're right. Yeah, quarterback's coach or
thought he was
something.
coaching in high school somewhere. I don't know.
He is, but I think it might be an Alabama high school. I could be wrong on that though. I mean, it's Jake Bentley. It's not exactly like I'm fucking.
Remember when he transferred to Utah for a while?
I do remember that.
He played there for one season and then left there and went to South Alabama. Right?
Well, can you believe Ryan Helensky's still playing Power
At
5
least
football?
at least he was. I mean, at least Jake Bentley was real. I mean, I'm not convinced that Cam Rising even exists. This guy, I mean, he's mythical.
Yeah.
I mean, every week it's he's a late scratch for the lineup. Oh, great. Backup quarterback's going to play again. Eventually, if I'm the backup quarterback, I'm a little bit pissed that you don't just name me the starting quarterback and just forget about the Cam Rising experiment.
Yeah, and he's so fucking old, dude. Isn't he like a how old is
35,
that guy?
right? He's got to be 35.
I want to say he's like a 7th year senior, 8th year senior, something absolutely ridiculous. He's almost as bad as that kid from Miami.
Well, you got a COVID year, so don't get upset.
A COVID year, my bad. A COVID year.
All right. Well, what else you got, man? I've got Chris waiting.
Yep. Just one more thing. Texas, all right. I think they're the real deal this year, man. I really do.
Cool.
Holy shit. I didn't think they were going to come in and do what they've been able to do, but man, they look impressive. But even if they win out, horns down, the Cox, Garnet, Wave versus Ole Miss, we're going to go beat some fucking ass. If you thought Kentucky made them look silly, wait till Shane Beamer gets over there and uppercuts Lane Kiffin personally at the 50, all right? This is going to be a beatdown. of all time proport. I will say this: this might be one of the best atmospheres you've seen in Williams-Brice of all time. I think just the level of hate that we have for Antoine Wells is going to bring people out the woodshed. You're going to have people piled in, standing in the corkscrews.
I've been to Williams-Brice for a shit ton of games covering them. That place is always on fucking fire.
Oh, I know, but I think it's going to be different. I think it's going to be different this year. South Carolina, first off, doesn't do gimmick bullshit, all right? And we're doing dark mode. We're wearing our garnet shirts, all right? We're jumping into the gimmick, okay? And I think it's going to work out for us.
That's fucking going to be terrible.
Horns
Dark
down.
mode.
Go Cox. We're going dark mode, baby.
Yep.
Dark mode. Shane
Are
Beamer
you
stands on
really?
business.
Wait a minute. Are you guys really running out of fucking dork mode for this fucking game?
Yeah. It's all.
The last
they're
time,
asking
Ole
everybody to wear
Miss
garnet.
played in South Carolina, they were ranked then, and South Carolina beat them.
That was,
Last time they
that was
were
the
at
birth of Sands.
Yeah, they were ranked number 4 in the country. They're doing dark mode against Ole Miss.
It's going to be garnet.
You're going full Tennessee fucking hillbilly.
You
You're
said-
going to go into
what
dork
is
mode.
it? They're wearing
It's a garnet.
garnet.
Yeah, they're asking every fan to wear garnet at the game, so they're
Well,
wanting
that's
like a
not
garnet
dark
way.
mode. Dark mode would be black.
I know. I was just using that as like a.
Oh.
Well,
general
if the
term.
if the Gamecocks were going to go dark mode, at least it matches their fucking colors. Tennessee had to go out there with those goddamn Halloween uniforms to fucking beat y'all.
Well, let's just say
Spencer
Tennessee
Rattler
has
still fucking laughed
yeah.
at him.
Tennessee's been going dark mode versus South Carolina since like 2008. All right, so it's nothing new. We expect it from them. Let's just be honest. But horns down, go Cox. Bring Christopher on. Tell him he's a good person. Shane Beamer on top. Oh, Chris,
Goodbye.
you're a good person, my friend.
Okay.
Oh, it's the wrong Chris. I think he's talking about the other one.
He's talking
Are y'all
about-
gonna wear
I
the
thought
Chick?
you.
Are they wearing the Chick-fil-A helmets, or it's weird that they're sponsored by Bojangles, but they wear Chick-fil-A helmets?
That is very funny.
I hope
Those
you never see the
fucking
Chick-fil-A
cursive letter
helmet
helmet.
ever.
Those things are fucking terrible.
It's weird that their mascot's a chicken, but they're sponsored by Bojangles, who kills 1 million chickens a year, and they wear Chick-fil-A helmets, who kill 2 million chickens a year.
It used to be up until like 4 or 5 years. I think it's the closest restaurant to Williams-Brice Stadium is a fucking Bojangles.
That's
So,
crazy.
It's the truth. There used to be one
You're,
right across the street where if you wanted to, you could throw something from the top and probably hit it.
I wonder if they ran out of chicken, if they would just go over there and get cocky, or if there was like rules against that or not.
Mhm. I don't know.
Do you still have Taylor Green's stats pulled up?
I just have his total yard stats. I know that Nico has a better completion percentage.
I mean, beyond that, I mean, Taylor's got multiple sub 50% games. One against UAB of all teams. The Fighting Trent Dilfers held him below 50%. That's insane. I mean, he's attempted literally double the amounts of passes that Nico's had, and he's only got 400 more yards than him. So, I mean, was he averaging 6 yards a pass?
I was just stunned that he had more yards than Nico.
Well, I mean, he's
had.
played.
That's all I'm saying.
He's held that 70-point game against Arkansas Pine Bluff. They left him in until the fourth quarter.
I know you have to come in here and defend him. I just thought it was weird that he had more yards, man. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't have to use your quarterback for 4 quarters a game, why should you? When you got a stud running back, why would you? 2 stud running backs. My bad.
Why'd they leave him in there against peanut butter?
Look, no, Jaden. Why is it? And seriously, with what you're saying here, why is it that you're saying you don't need him now? You think you're going to be able to depend on him when you actually need him? You see what I'm saying?
No, I mean, if he has to step up,
now we can.
we haven't had to need him. That's the thing, is that yes, he has the talent. I mean, you could go out there and watch how he throws, and he's got the talent to make all the throws out there. But why are you going to go out there and show your best plays and risk getting Brew McCoy's leg broke again, throwing the ball, when you could just give it to your running back who's getting 7 yards a carry? Is your running offense that's led the conference, 3 years in a row in rushing yards. Why would you can run the ball and kill the clock? That's what everybody says is, oh, this offense kills Tennessee's defense. That's why their defense sucks. We've had a top 5 defense in the conference every year. Josh Heupel's been there, by the way. But this offense sucks. It wears out the defense. Okay.
Whoa. Are you sure about that?
I know last year we had a top 3 scoring defense in the year in the
No.
conference.
Don't walk it back. You've had a top 5 defense in the conference every year Heupel's been there.
At least 22 and 23, maybe 24 or maybe 21. We were right outside of top 5, but we were definitely a lot better than we were with
I know
defensive
in
savant.
21 you were 7 or 8, so just want to make sure that we put that out there. We can't just let you hang.
I mean, right now we're first with this gimmick offense that wears out the defense. We're first. So,
brother, look, if you win the national title, I'll be happy to walk back everything I said. But no one's won with this offense at a high level and won a national.
I'll tell you a fun fact. Nobody since 2000 OU has won rushing less than 150 yards per game. Georgia's played the easiest part of their schedule, and they're averaging 129 yards rushing, with supposedly the best running back in the country. They're averaging 129 yards rushing. The schedule's not going to get easier.
Who's the
like
best,
Alabama?
Who's Georgia have that's supposed to be the best running back in the country?
ETN, bro. They told everybody that they got ETN, and he's behind Georgia's O-line. He's going to be the best running back in the country.
I think everybody knew that he'd be serviceable.
Well, I mean, let's put you on the spot here. So the Georgia's a cakewalk win, right? Tennessee's got the best quarterback, and you're going to run the ball, and you got a top 5 defense. You're going to walk into Athens and beat that ass, right?
I think we got our best chance. I think we've got our best chance that we've had since 2016. 100%. Yeah.
Okay. It's a yes or no question. Are you confident you can win there or not? Hang your balls out there. Yeah, we're going to win or no.
Unless Georgia changes a lot, yes. Right now, I'm convinced that we could win in Georgia. Yes. I think Georgia loses 3 games this year at least. I think Georgia's a 9-3 team, regular season team. I think that Texas is going to be hard for them to win. I think Ole Miss could surprise them because look at what they did. Look what offenses they're doing to them. Like Kentucky doesn't have an offense.
Yeah.
Has a solid defense.
2016. Oh, you beat Georgia. Yeah, you beat Georgia in 2016 too. What'd you get for your trouble? A loss to South Carolina in Vandy. Holy shit. Build a statue. It's 2016 again. Fuck 1998. This is 2016. Vandy in South Carolina.
The worst
oh my
you've been
God.
Since 2016. You're the worst you've been since 2016. I mean, if you want to brag about your running back some more, I can pull up your old videos. Oh, he left. I didn't think he'd stick around too long. He's got some bigger shit to worry about. He should worry about that. But
I don't. I think that I think that Georgia's pretty good. I think you got to win there. And remember, it could rain. If it rains, y'all are fucked. Remember that now.
I mean, Georgia complained about the rain and the wind and everything in Kentucky. That's why they only scored 13 points.
But they won the game.
It's Kentucky, though.
They won the game, sir.
And that's fair. But it's Kentucky, and Georgia's supposed to be the most talented team in America. And they can't even run the fucking ball.
Okay.
They've got 5-star running backs galore in that room, and they can't run the ball. 129 yards a game. You know, there's one team worse in the conference. Vandy's running the ball better. South Carolina's running the ball better. Arkansas's running the ball better. Missouri's running the ball better than Georgia, who's supposed to be RBU, and they've got 5-star after 5-star after 5-star running back in that room, and they can't run the friggin' ball. And we're supposed to fear them now? The whole reason why they were able to win all these championships is because they could run the ball and kill the clock.
Until you beat them, yeah, you probably should be fearful of them, man.
I do have a question. Where was old Nate Frazier, the true freshman, at against Alabama? Is he hurt or?
No, they don't trust him because he fumbled some in practice.
He looked good against Clemson.
So instead, they put Trevor Etienne out there, or Travis Etienne, whichever one it is, to get 3 yards of carry.
Okay.
My thing
Where's
is,
the Georgia- where's the Georgia
if Tennessee,
passing, though?
if Tennessee right now, if Tennessee was 4-1 and couldn't run the fucking ball, you would tell every fucking team on our conference not to fear it, on our schedule not to fear it. But because you've already lost, you've already lost to Georgia, so you want everybody else to fear them, and you want Georgia to be a good team, so it makes your schedule look better. Because you're probably not going to have a good win.
Already talked
You're not
about
going to
that,
have
man.
a good. You're
See,
not
that's
going to
the
have a
thing.
good win on your schedule, so you need a good loss.
I'm gonna give you this as just a little free pass here. I don't give a fuck what other teams do. All I care about is mine on that front. I don't give a fuck what Georgia does the rest of the season. Come on, man. Let that
I mean,
shit
we've seen what they do to ACC.
Man, come
people. You'll
on,
have to
man.
win
You
your
want to name
conference.
all these teams with more rushing yards than Georgia? Can I ask you a question, Rob? You seem
I
like
could
a
name
smart
teams with more
individual.
wins than I could
I
name
want to
teams
ask
with
you
less
a question,
losses than
Rob
Georgia,
Sanders.
Tennessee,
I want to ask you something,
Missouri.
Rob.
Let him ask this question. What you got,
Rob.
sir?
More
Yeah.
passing yards right now this season. Nico, I'm going to make a mistake, or Arch Manning, who started 2 games.
I mean, that's a layup, sir. We know that. But
It's Arch Manning.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Tennessee sucks because somebody's backup has more yards than Nico. Whee! Tennessee was ranked number 1 for 1 week 2 years ago, but this is the best team since 2016. Holy moly!
Georgia was ranked number 3 for a week. Congratulations, you're behind us now. You'll stay there. Don't worry
Georgia
about
has
it.
2 nippies in the last 3 years. You haven't even won the
y'all sit there and
conference
talk
since
about-
last century. You
sit there
haven't
and
won the
talk about-
conference since
You
last
sit there and talk
century.
about COVID natties.
Sir.
You sit there and talk about COVID natties, and you want a
Who's
fucking
your
natty with
4th
100
string
scholarship
running
players
back,
on the fucking
sir?
team. You're bragging about a natty with 100 scholarship players on your team, bro.
You haven't won the SEC since last century.
Bro, we hadn't won a baseball fucking natty ever, and we beat your ass in that. Y'all had the best player in the country, and he pissed down his leg when the fucking
No one even knows what you're talking about. Nobody watches. Bro, more people watch women's soccer in this country than watch college
You're not good at
baseball.
football anymore,
What
bro.
is wrong with you? More people know who Simone Biles is
you're
than can name
basically
a single Tennessee baseball player of ever.
You're a step above. We've got one of only 2 fucking Hall of Famers out of this whole entire conference. But you're fucking basically
Nobody
a step above
knows
Ed.
that because
You're
nobody
basically-
cares.
You're basically a step above Ed O's LSU. You had 2 good years instead of 1. Congratulations. You're going back to the fucking
2 good years?
media.
Wait. Georgia's had 2 good years?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that Tennessee hasn't had any good years since 98? Is that what you're telling
We're
me?
getting there. We're working on getting there, buddy.
Tennessee hasn't had any
I
good
know when
years since
Tennessee started
98.
falling off.
That's what you're
I know
saying.
when Tennessee started
you said
falling off
Georgia's
and couldn't
only
run
had
the
2
ball
good
anymore,
years.
I knew shit was bad.
Wow.
You refused
Tennessee
to,
hasn't had a
admit
good
it.
year since
I knew when we
98?
could stop running the ball well, we were bad. I knew
One
when we
good
couldn't run the
year
ball
since
anymore.
98? Not one?
I knew when we brought in 5 stars like Bryce Brown and still couldn't run the ball.
Were you
fucking going
alive
down
in
the shitter.
1998?
Yeah,
You were? How old were you?
I was. 10.
10.
What were you,
Dang.
like 12? Or were you?
No.
I know you look 50, but I think you're only what, 40?
No. I thought you used to work at the circus guessing people's age. How are you this far off?
No, that's just your old lady, the bearded lady.
Easy now. We don't have to hang on people's wives and shit. Just stick with your team here,
Is
sir.
he married again?
Hold on,
That's
sir.
surprising.
Tell me why it is we're supposed to fear this Tennessee offense when there are teams like Florida that has more
Arch
passing.
Manning has more passing yards than Nico.
You know what's crazy? Okay. What is Rob, can you mute him for a minute? Can I talk to you? Are we going to have a conversation? Or you just going to let him
Arch
run your
Manning.
show? You're too scared to not let him run your show. That's what cracks me up. Is you're such a little cup for Lou. You won't shut him up.
Cade Klubnik has more passing yards than Nico. Can somebody confirm or deny? Holy shit!
You're not going to let me.
God
That's crazy.
damn.
You're not going to
Does
let me
Nico
talk.
have
Rob.
more
I figured you would
passing
do.
yards than
I figured
Ukulele at least?
Kentucky Rob would do this.
God damn! Holy
Rob
shit!
has a cut bias.
My God. They done built a statue.
Rob,
The plaque says,
can you
they done
please
built
stop shaking
a
ass for
Nico
Lou for a
statue,
minute?
and the plaque
Can you
says
please stop
almost
shaking
as
ass
much
for 5
passing
seconds
yards as
for Lou?
Arch Manning.
Can you please stop meat glazing Lou for 5 seconds, bro?
Brother,
Can you just shut him down for a minute? All right, man. It's Lou's show. It's Lou's show now.
Almost as
it's not
much
Rob and
passing
Cal,
yards
it's
as
Lou's
Arch
show.
Manning.
We're all wondering
Hey.
where you're going with this.
I
Who's
can't
the
talk
real
over him.
UT?
Rob, I
Who's
can't
the
talk
real
over him.
UT?
Please shut him up, Rob. I can't talk to him. He's not letting me talk. He won't let me get a word in. Please
Who's
shut
the
him up.
real UT?
There we go.
Is the real
I knew
UT
Rob didn't have the
the
nuts to
team
fucking
that
shut
has
Lou down
Nico?
because he's
Or
afraid
is
Lou
the
will be
real
mad at him.
UT the team whose backup
All right.
quarterback that's only played 2 games and has
Hang
more
up on him,
passing
Rob. He
yards
won't do
than
it because you're a
Nico?
putt, dude.
Which one's the real UT?
Alan, to do shit, I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. My name's on the marquee, motherfucker. You get your show. And
It's
I'll
obviously Lou's. It's obviously Lou's, boy.
How about this?
Hey.
How about this? You get your show and I'll watch it. How's that sound?
I wouldn't want you to. I only want ball knowers watching myself.
Well, that's the thing, because the only show that you would have would be like the Sports Talk J show where Tennessee fans scissor each other and Nico's the greatest fucking thing ever.
Rob,
That's
let me
all
ask you a
you do on
question.
your show.
Rob, if I came to you and I said, Rob, you can score, your team can score more points than everybody per game, or you could have more passing yards than everybody per game, which one would you pick?
It's a simple question, sir. If you have this great quarterback, why doesn't he fucking have more passing yards than fucking Florida and Arch Manning and fucking
He's
all
played one
these
full game. He's played 4 games. A lot of these guys you're mentioning have played 5. He's played
How
fucking
many
a
has
whole
Arch
game,
Manning played?
one fucking game. Arch
How
Manning's
many has
played more
Arch Manning
quarters.
played?
Arch Manning has played more quarters than Nico this year. You could go fucking count it.
No, yeah, it's not fake news.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
He
is
literally
fake
played.
news.
He played the entire Mississippi State game. He played the entire game before that. He played the second half of the game. Oh boy, got hurt, and he played the second half of both of the first 2 games of the season.
You're just mad because Arch is better than Peyton.
You know what? Peyton never had a loss. Your coaches.
Peyton never had a loss. What the fuck is
He
wrong
never
with
had
you?
a loss to your
He
team.
never beat Florida,
Peyton never-
dumbass. He was
you're a
winless
Florida
against
fan
Florida.
now. I
Jake
knew
Fromm
you'd
is
be
better
a
than
Florida
Peyton
fan.
Manning.
You
Fuck,
dick
Jake
ride
Fromm is
Florida
better
now.
than Peyton Manning. Jake
My
Fromm was
God,
3-0
you
against Florida. Peyton
you
didn't have a
dick
single
ride-
goddamn win.
Dick
Peyton
ride.
Manning
He's
didn't
a
know what the fuck he
Florida
was
fan.
doing.
Florida Lou. Oh, Florida Lou.
Sorry.
Oh man! Look, Chris,
Florida
why are
Lou.
you upset, sir? Sir, why are you upset? There's nothing to be
I
upset about.
asked you a question, buddy. I asked you a question, buddy. Would you rather score more points per game? So you'd rather have more passing yards per game?
I'd rather, if I could, I'd rather not have a gimmick offense that hasn't been proven on a national championship level.
What's gimmicky about it? You said all we do is pass the ball with wide open splits. We're not doing that. We're not even passing the ball according to you.
Now you're making up shit. I never said you did any of that. I said you ran a gimmick offense.
Since you're a ball knower, since you claim to be a ball knower, explain the gimmick.
A ball knower. Rob, would you rather
a ball knower? The only balls you know is the ones on your lady. I'm talking to Rob right now, not you. Explain to me why it's the gimmick.
Easy,
Rob,
sir.
would you rather have conference titles and national titles this century, or no conference titles and national titles this century?
That's really hard, but I think I'll go with the conference titles and national.
I mean, Tennessee still has like another 10 years before it matches either one of y'all's natties out. So we got some growing room.
Is Tennessee back?
I don't know. I guess we'll see in November, buddy.
Well, I mean, are you going
What
to go out
happens in November?
You getting tickets? Are you getting tickets to that game? Are you
What's
getting tickets to that
happening
game?
in November?
Can you get out of Augusta to get to that game in November?
What's happening in November?
We beat your ass. That's what's happening.
No, I asked if Tennessee is back. I didn't ask you if you were beating Georgia. You said we'll find out in November. I don't understand. You beat Georgia in 2016. Were you back then too?
No.
So what does that have to do with you being back? I'm asking if you're back.
You're the last you're the last big game we got before we go to Atlanta.
So you're going to Atlanta?
I think so.
But are you
so.
back though?
I don't think Georgia's going to go to Atlanta with 3 losses. I think that'll be a tough ask, maybe 4 if Ole Miss gets their shit together.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear. I'm not asking about Georgia.
No, kid. Are you deaf or stupid?
I said, is Tennessee back?
It depends on your definition of back. Are we winning championships yet? No.
Are they backered in Miami?
I don't know, man. We're not in the ACC.
Are they more backer than Notre Dame?
They don't even have a conference, kid. I thought you knew football. Don't you host a show about football?
I didn't ask you a question about a conference. I asked you if you're more backer
Well, you
than
brought
Notre
up
Dame.
conference championship. You kept bringing up conference championship, so I figured that's your bare minimum of back, which you won't be back this year. So
No, I'm asking if Tennessee is back.
I said no, like multiple times, dude.
Right. Okay, so are they less backer than Notre Dame?
Did the fucking hurricane wash away your fucking earbuds or something? Can you not hear me?
Some comments from the chat. Brandon McElwain has more passing yards than Nico. I don't know if that's true or not. Brandon McElwain.
Oh God, that's a blast from the past.
McElwain, that's more backer.
It's insane that Tennessee is obviously running the triple option and is outscoring everybody. Literally everybody.
Cool.
We're running the triple option. Cool.
You guys are October champions. Let's see what happens in November.
Does Nico average 2 turnovers per Power 5 point?
Who's the
No,
number
he
4
doesn't.
team? The number 4 team in the
You sure?
back rankings.
He's
The
probably
number
still got
4
Georgia
team-
up there. He's probably like
Florida's the
Josh
number
Pate.
4.
The number 4 team in the weird back rankings is Florida.
So are they more backer than Florida?
Yeah, Tennessee is more backer than Florida,
I have
yes.
to say so.
Yeah.
Y'all better be glad y'all don't have to go to Florida this year. You might drop that game.
Hey, at least we go there. We don't fucking hide from them in Jacksonville. What happened last time they went to Florida? Didn't they get half 100 scored on them in Florida?
No, that was
in
no.
Sanford?
No, that was in Athens.
Goddamn,
I
your
think he
move
did
there. Holy
I'm
shit.
pretty sure he scored 50 in both places.
Bro, that was so long ago. Tennessee was good at the time.
You know who was on that team when he scored half 100 on you? Kirby
That
Smart.
was so long ago. Tennessee wasn't back. They were.
Tennessee, I think, was actually on
They weren't
almost
even-
as long of a drought as you were on. Almost at that point. But I think they broke it right before they hit 40 years.
Yeah,
Almost
Tennessee
had a
has
drought as long
one.
as you.
Tennessee has one natty in the last 52 years. That's amazing.
It is, man.
Yeah, and they have less wins than Georgia, and they
I wonder if we
they
can-
and they're
claim some
losing the
World War II
season.
natties
They're
like y'all do.
losing. They're losing the series record against Georgia.
Every
Mhm.
swinging dick in America was in fucking Germany fighting the war. What was Georgia doing? Fucking claiming natties
Yeah,
with their flat-footed ass fucking running back.
yeah. We were in Bosnia in '98. Still claiming
Has that
natty.
motherfucker died yet? Has Frank Sinkovich
We were in
died yet?
Bosnia. We were in Bosnia in '98.
That
Dummy.
motherfucker older than Jimmy Carter, dude. Y'all see Jimmy Carter looking dead? He's the only reason why Georgia won the Natty in '80. That was his last ditch effort before he got out of office was to get Georgia the Natty.
Well, Dolly Parton was 50 in 1998. In 1998, Dolly Parton's titties only hanged down to her waist. Now she tripped
Damn,
over.
she would have been your
Old
type then,
decrepit
huh?
looking Skeletor looking dick.
She'd have been your
Dollywood.
type then. I've seen the ladies you pull now.
How much are they paying people now to go to Dollywood?
I think it's
The
underwater
sweat
at
running
Six
down her
Flags
titties
right
in
now.
1998
in
actually had
Augusta
sugars
National.
now. Diet out.
I think Dollywood's underwater like Augusta. You got a little gypsy vibe. You're probably from North Augusta anyway.
Augusta's not underwater. at
Not
all.
underwater. It's just
I'm there.
under all the trees.
Since,
So I
since 2010, Georgia's won 12 of 14 against Tennessee. Just throwing that out there.
Dang. Since the beginning of time, Georgia
You literally.
won more than Tennessee too.
That's crazy, man. I guess we're your Super Bowl. That's insane.
Tennessee or Georgia's just a better
No,
program
no.
than Tennessee.
No,
I mean,
no.
no
Your
big
Super
deal.
Bowl is South Carolina. You guys trot out great uniforms. for that. We already
Yeah.
know.
I mean, we do for Kentucky too, and we own the fuck out of them. We'll wear them for Kentucky this year. Kentucky
Congratulations
and
on
South
owning a
Carolina.
basketball school, sir.
Kentucky,
Good for
we
Good
see
for
Kentucky
you, sir.
the same as South Carolina. Do you understand that?
Who has
And
the most
Kentucky
recent
doesn't-
loss to Kentucky? Georgia or
And
Tennessee?
And Kentucky
It's
doesn't
Tennessee.
Kentucky doesn't keep it close against us.
Oh, well, who has the most recent loss against Kentucky, Georgia or
Pretty close
Tennessee?
last year.
Tennessee has the most recent loss to Kentucky, not Georgia. So you fail again.
You have more losses to Kentucky than you played them with. That's insane to me.
Man, this is like the biggest pecker contest I've ever been a part of.
No, I'm not. I can't win one of those.
This old lady wouldn't that shit.
I'm just saying, you're rolling up a hill here, sir. You're upset because all I said was that the Arkansas quarterback had more passing yards than Nico does. Nico may end up being the greatest quarterback ever in October and September, but we'll see.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if Cade Klubnik, if we faced you in the playoffs, at the end of the day, would you rather Cade have more points or more yards, or would you rather Clemson have more points? Which would be more important to you in that game?
I want to win the game, sir, and I get what you're saying. I have to talk. I have to make sure that I enunciate. Okay.
Tennessee was number one in scoring. Tennessee was number one in scoring 2 years ago when it got blown out by South Carolina. Why are you bragging about points per game?
Yeah, but we were also like 30th in fucking scoring defense. We're
right.
Like
so maybe talk about that. Right. So maybe talk about that instead and just take the L on Nico.
But we're number two. We're number two in that too. We're like a good defense and a good offense. We're not scoring 14 points against. Or what? Am I giving you too much credit? Was it 14 points against Kentucky, or it was only 13, wasn't it?
Right. So that's what you should be talking about, not getting mad because Tennessee's backup is better than your starter.
I mean, but why? Like, why would you be disingenuous and say, "Hey, this guy that throws for less yards per fucking attempt, less yards per game, less TDs, more picks, all this stuff"? Why would you be disingenuous about that?
Because you shit all over your foot 15 minutes ago about how Georgia's running backs don't have as many yards as some unnamed person from some other school. Like that means something.
If you look at, I mean, rushing yards do mean something. It's literally a proven fact that no one in 25 years has won a national championship rushing less than 150 yards per game. If you look at last year in the SEC, every team one team under 150 yards rushing made a bowl at 6-6. Every team above 150 yards made a bowl.
It's also true that no team in the last 26 years has won a national title that was named Tennessee.
And that's fine. But there's no correlation with that and teams winning national championships. If you can't run the ball, you can't win a natty.
If you can't run the ball, you can't win a natty. If something hasn't happened in a long time, then that means it's not going to happen.
You can't win a natty. Different teams have won the natty.
If you have a T on your helmet in 26 years, you don't win a national title. There's a correlation for you, sir. If you wear that fucking T and you sing Rocky Top, you hadn't won shit in a fucking quarter century in a year.
If you got a paw print, you go 36 years. It could be worse.
We got 2 national titles you can watch in HD. Go get your fucking VHS and watch your last one. All right?
We're just trying to let you catch up, bud. We're just trying to let you catch up, buddy.
Look, I don't give a fuck what you've got now. I'll take the Clemson program over any fucking team you've got at Tennessee. Fuck your team forever. You want to run your mouth
You've lost to us in every single sport. Every single sport we beat the dog shit. Not beat you, not one. Dog walked you in every single sport. Women's basketball, softball, baseball, basketball, football. Put us on the field together. Put us on the field together and we'll beat the dog shit out of you.
I don't give a fuck about women's hoops. All I know is that we got national titles you can watch in HD and y'all are still fucking struggling.
Y'all don't even have a softball team. We beat your ass in that.
We do have a softball team. You don't even know what the fuck we have and you're running your mouth.
Y'all finally stood one up.
You don't even know what we have. You're just making up shit.
Stood one up.
Who was Tennessee's baseball coach in 2010?
That's under fucking Heupel. No, you haven't. Not every year. You've been there. Stop lying. You just come on and just spew lies quickly and expect people to believe them. Facts hurt feelings, sir, and I'm sorry.
It was Delmonico. And then after that, it was Serrano.
The steakhouse?
No, I mean, maybe the same last name, but no, we like hiring Italians. They're pretty good at baseball. Do you even know who Georgia's current baseball coach is?
Like everyone else, I don't care about baseball.
You got 2 men crying over a Braves game on this actual podcast and you say nobody cares about baseball.
College baseball, buddy. College. No one cares about. There's more people watching the Little League World Series than watch the college baseball World Series.
No,
buddy.
it's
No one cares.
It's an absolute fact that there are more people that go to SEC gymnastic events than college baseball in the SEC.
No one cares.
That's
Nobody cares
LSU carrying
about
a lot of that.
college baseball.
They play in a stadium that holds 8,000 people, whereas most baseball teams play in a stadium that holds 3.
Numbers don't mean anything.
No one
right?
cares about college baseball, bruh.
That's fine, dude. I get it. If you're not good at something, you don't care about it. That's why your fucking basketball
that's not
arena
true.
is collapsing in on itself.
I cared about Georgia football in the 90s.
Fair enough.
You cared about Tennessee football.
I care
your
about
entire
everything
life, even though they
in
weren't any
Tennessee
good.
sports. I care about everything in Tennessee sports. That's the difference between me and you. You're probably like a Duke basketball fan, Texas baseball fan, something like that, like most Georgia fans.
No, like most people, I don't care about college baseball at all.
Your school does. That's why they're building a new baseball stadium. Your school's
No, they
begging for a good baseball,
Nah,
a good baseball team.
no one cares about college
Then
baseball.
why spend $50 million on a new baseball stadium when you can pump that money into Ferraris for the players
I'm
to
old
crash into
enough to
trees?
remember when you used to brag about women's basketball.
You've never been good at that either. That's crazy. That's another sport Tennessee's got more championships in than you.
Awesome.
But no one cares, though.
That's fine. We've got more championships in the sports you do care about. That's the crazy thing.
Well, no, you've got the same number of natties and you've got less SEC titles.
No, there's 6 is more than 3, buddy.
No, you don't have 2 of those natties are fake, and you know it.
Bro, you claim a natty from when the entire male population was killing Nazis. Our coach went to fucking war, and your own team couldn't go to war. Don't claim that natty.
Your last natty, we were in Bosnia.
Were you there? Or do you not?
No,
Sorry?
I wasn't. No.
That's not surprising.
Anyway,
You were because you've been a government worker your entire life.
I'm not a government worker now. I'm a business owner. I didn't get fired from my job.
You got fired?
I didn't. Some of us in this little 4-way group chat got fired from their job. I did.
Who got fired?
Bring that Ingles thing
You
up.
did, bro.
From what job?
Every job you ever had, bro. People don't keep you hired on with DUIs, dog. Except Georgia-based or football. They'll let you stay on.
I've never been fired from a job. What are you talking about?
That's not what I heard.
Jackpot and I got fired from jobs. Just saying. That happened.
Right now?
I don't know.
I did get fired from a movie. I did get fired from a movie gallery in 2002.
Show up drunk there too?
What did you do?
Yeah, what got you fired from the movie gallery, Uncle
Well,
Lou?
no, actually,
He
I
showed up
didn't.
drunk and tried to fight everybody.
I didn't technically get fired. I was a store manager, and they tried to demote me to assistant manager, and I said, "Well, I'll just promote myself to customer then." So I actually quit.
Goddamn.
I
You
quit
try to fight
instead
them
of
too?
taking a demotion from movie gallery.
You show up outside their house and try to fight them too?
No. No,
Good. That shows growth.
no, I didn't.
Chris, you need somebody to give you a hug, sir. Someone to give you a hug and tell you Nico's a good quarterback. That's what you
Yeah,
need.
he's drooling mad now.
Ooh, and mad.
Yeah,
Bro, you came in here yelling over me for 20 minutes.
Bo
You're
Honey.
drooling, man.
Bo Honey
You're
101
irate.
says he got fired from Long John Silver's.
you're irate, dude.
And how do you get fired from Long John Silver's?
You're
that's a
shaking
loose
mad
move.
right now.
SC Country, thank you for the super chat. Says go Tigers.
Chicken nuggets in the freezer.
So, there you
It's
go.
just crazy. Bunch of one-loss teams trying to talk to my undefeated team. It's insane to me. But their quarterbacks throw a lot.
Cool. I have to tell the Tennessee fans this. Games matter in November. You can't go to South Carolina and lose by fucking 28 and think that you're a great program.
You can't let them walk
Or
into your house and
25.
beat the shit out of you either.
But Rob, that was because of Connor Stallions. Tell them, Chris.
Oh,
That was only because of Connor Stallions.
Absolutely
was
not.
Chris Davies.
Absolutely not. Absolutely, they did not cheat, because if they cheat, that gives them cause to fire Shane Beamer and not pay him his buyout. And I don't need that. I need them paying Shane Beamer every fucking dime they owe him. They
Why?
might get a good coach next.
Wait, how does Shane Beamer getting his bag affect your life, sir? How does that
Well,
affect
because
your
if they keep from having to pay
Shut
Shane
up,
Beamer his
Beamer.
80% buyout, if they don't, I'm trying to explain to you. Please hush. If
Sure.
they don't have to pay Shane Beamer his 80% buyout because they fire him with cause for cheating, then they might go out and actually hire a good coach.
They've never hired a good coach, man. What makes you think they're going to fucking start doing that now? They get retreads and idiots.
Oh, except for that one time we did.
You got fucking Spurrier when he was in his golden years to get a Masters membership, an Augusta
And you never
membership.
know, bro. They might. I mean, they could.
He kind of dusted you guys.
That was part of
into
his hiring
years.
package at South Carolina.
Yeah.
They could go out and Mark Richt is unemployed. They could go out and get Mark Richt.
Just a national.
Yeah, I mean that's how they got Spurrier. They've never hired a good coach, so they've ruined good coaches. Brad Scott went there as a good coach, and they've ruined him. What makes you think they're going to fix that now? Come on, man. Stop giving the Gamecocks so much credit. Anyway, all right. Do you have anything else that you'd like to say, Chris?
Nah, just focus on the points on Saturday. The points are the important thing, not the yards that Nico throws, because he'll be out by halftime. So don't focus on his yards.
You were
Points.
number one in the country in scoring 2 years ago.
Points. Yeah, but we weren't number one in defense. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Is
So I don't
Arkansas
know. So then
won't
why do you
score a
keep
lot of
talking
points.
about points? We just went
Arkansas
over this
won't
5
score a
minutes
lot of
ago.
points, and Tennessee will. So that means they'll win. I'm trying to
You
explain
keep
to the
talking about
non-pounders.
points. You keep talking about points scored, but y'all were number one in the country in points scored 2 years ago.
But we weren't
And
number
couldn't
one
get a
in
first
points
down.
allowed.
Couldn't
we
get a
are now.
first down against Georgia. So, what's the most amount of touchdowns John Hopeful's ever scored in a game against UGA? 2?
I don't know, something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
when I started watching football, I literally thought Georgia was Vandy. Like, I get it, bro. You started getting really into football in the Mark Richt era. So all you've seen is Georgia being pretty good. But when I started watching football with my dad around 5 in '93, I literally thought Georgia was I thought Georgia and Vandy were the same.
Lou, I thought Ray Goff was the coach when you got into it.
So you've seen Tennessee be good for like 5 years of your life.
About 10, yeah.
10? You said you started watching in '93.
Yeah, I mean, hell, the 2001 team was a pretty good team, about as good as most Georgia teams outside of 2021 and 2022.
I agree. I agree with you. They were good then. But the problem is
04 was a good team.
Yeah, I agree with you. But the problem is 10 minutes ago, you told me Georgia's only had 2 good seasons.
By your definition, yes. By your definition.
No.
Well, you said it's not a good season unless you win a championship. So Georgia's
I never said
season
that.
last year. They're probably not going to have a good season this year.
I never said that. You got mad and started shaking and said that Georgia's only had 2 good seasons. But now you're trying to tell me 2004 Tennessee was a good season. Every year,
you said
Georgia has had a good of a season or better every year for 8 years in a row as Tennessee in 2004.
I mean,
which is it?
You claimed what Tennessee did in 2022 wasn't a good season. It's literally the exact same thing that Georgia did and
I didn't say it. I never said 2022 wasn't a good season for Tennessee. I never said anything about anybody not having a good season. I didn't say that.
You did.
No, I didn't. Rewind the tape, dummy.
We can. It's all recorded, bud.
Yeah, and it's not on there.
You said Tennessee hasn't had a good season since 1998.
No, I said they haven't won the conference since last century.
If points are the only thing that matters, why is it that Heupel only averages 13 points against Georgia while he's at Tennessee? If points are the only thing that matters.
Good. I've never said that was good.
I'm just saying. Under your logic, then you don't score enough points to compete with Georgia. But Georgia.
Yeah, we haven't had the talent. We haven't had the talent yet to compete with Georgia. Georgia's taking a step back, and Tennessee's taking a step forward. That's blatantly obvious.
What kind of business are you owning these days?
Powder coating. You need something powder coated?
No,
I know nothing. You don't need nothing on a car. You can't drive. So what do you need powder coated? New ring or something?
nothing. The same
Okay.
thing anyone else needs powder coated.
Hey
Why are
man.
we,
Nothing.
why are we hurling
What are
insults?
you? What are you powder coating? The underneath of somebody's antique Bronco? What?
No, we do. I mean, we do shock parts. We can do turbos, step sides.
Powder coating.
Yeah, man. You should, ceramic coating too. You got any fire? Can you legally own any firearms? I can do that for
Hold
you.
on, I'm writing this down. Powder coating, ceramic coating.
coating. Yeah. Look
Yeah.
into it, man. If
Yeah.
you ever need like a red and black firearm, I can get it for you,
Powder
or BB gun, whatever you can legally own.
Powder coated firearms, you said?
Ceramic coating, bro. Ceramic coating.
Ceramic coated
Yeah,
firearm.
you do, but it's all the same process. It's just different material.
Like ceramic, you say?
Yeah,
I like
man.
slingshots. Just throwing that out there. Those are kind of cool
Yeah.
to play with.
If you've got like maybe you got like one of them little bulldogs or something that go out in your yard, I can get that for you if you need it.
You can ceramic coat that or powder
Yeah,
coat
man.
that. What would you recommend?
Anything.
If
Yeah.
I have a bulldog statue, would you recommend I get it powder coated or ceramic coated?
Probably ceramic coating. Depends on the material it's made out of, man. You need something? We're not far from each other.
No,
Okay.
no.
I don't want to tell you exactly where I'm at. I don't need you showing up
See,
burning donuts in my yard and
unlike
threatening to
you,
whoop my ass.
see, you patronize my business on the daily. I won't be returning the favor.
Okay, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, bud.
I'm
But if
glad,
there's anything
we've
else
grown
I
out
can
of
do
that.
for you, just let me know.
Glad we've grown out of that.
Right. But I do appreciate you watching.
Oh, I don't watch Uncle Lou's show anymore. I stopped a couple years ago.
You know, yeah, you do. You watch.
I mean, you can.
It's all right, bud.
My profile's down there. You can look.
Hate watching is
Pretty sure
in.
you got me blocked. I don't even think I can watch, bro. I think the only time me and you interact is when I'm on StreamYard and you can actually hear it. But you don't see anything I type because you blocked me years ago on Facebook, Twitter. You get mad if I cook you and you block everybody. You've blocked half the fucking Tennessee fan base.
For talking football?
Pretty much, yeah.
No. No. Nice try, buddy.
Actually, I think you blocked me on Facebook because you made fun of Josh Dobbs' mom, and I think I posted your mugshot, and you got pissed about that and blocked me on Facebook for that.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't about football. Okay.
I mean, you didn't bring up football.
What with his mom?
What's the
He would
deal
make
with
fun
Josh
of Josh
Dobbs'
Dobbs' mom being in a wheelchair. His mom's got a disability, and that's funny to Uncle Lou.
I didn't even know Josh Dobbs' mom was in a wheelchair. I just thought he was an alien.
I mean, I can get
I didn't even know Josh Dobbs had a mom.
Has a disability.
I thought he was hatched in some kind of hyperbolic chamber or something.
I mean, we can get the Derek Raycroft account. Everything you posted from that on Facebook is still up. You know that, right? We could pull it up.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it.
Lou, aren't you considered to be disabled?
What? Mentally?
No, physically.
Oh, no. You talking about the joke about how my legs don't work? No, you've seen me. My legs work fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's finishing last at the Slob Olympics every year with them legs, bro. Don't be disrespectful.
Whoa.
No, I mean, I know
you crossing the line, buddy.
So I didn't know if
you're crossing the line. You talk about my DUIs or make up Facebook lies. That's one thing. But to say that I'm not a good Slob Olympian, you need to take that back. There's only been 4 Slob Olympic champions, and I'm one of them, buddy. Jackpot was there. He saw me.
There were
Jackpot.
only 4 World War II national champ football teams too, and your team was one of those too. So congratulations.
Right, and exactly right. And I'm one of the 4 Slob Olympic champions. So I'm not going to let that go, buddy. You can go on to your blue in the face about DUIs or whatever else she was talking, but you're not going to discredit my Slob championship. That's you done went too far now. I'm serious. That's too far.
You'll be
Apologize.
good next year, bro. Don't worry about it.
Apologize to me.
You'll be good next year. I bet you'll be all right.
Apologize to me. You don't talk about my Slob Olympics championship.
That's all you got to live for, man. I apologize. I shouldn't have made fun of your only contribution to the free world.
Thank you.
Anyway, all right. Well, Uncle Lou, are you going to get power back? Any word on that?
What?
Are you going to get power back, sir? Are you guys going to do okay with that?
The Georgia Power sent a message out 2 hours ago that said October 10th.
Wow.
Yeah, so it ain't looking good.
Thursday, a week from 2 weeks? No, it's a week from today.
I'm thinking about packing up. I'm thinking about packing up my slob trophy and just moving.
Yeah. We lost Chris. For those who are watching, I didn't hang up on him.
I hate to see that.
He's out of minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, we appreciate you stopping in, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. And Rob, I hope everything's okay with you. You've seemed extra fidgety today.
I'm upset about the Braves, sir.
Oh,
That's
did they lose today?
They haven't lost yet.
Okay.
It's getting late though. They need to figure it the fuck out. It's getting
Yeah. What,
So
2 more innings?
if they lose today, they're eliminated, right?
Yeah.
The way that works.
So a little something about me. I haven't missed a Braves game either watching or listening in like 4 years, something like that. I mean, I'm a crazy Braves fan. So
My dad and my brother are the same way. They live and die with the Braves.
well, they're playing like dickheads tonight, and it's bothering me.
Well, I hope everything works out for you,
Shit
bud.
the bed in the playoffs a lot. This has become a growing trend.
Yeah.
Jackpot, I'm glad you got your power back, buddy.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later. All right.
Stay safe, Lou. We'll talk to you later. Jackpot, I didn't know how to get out of that. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, that was great. I love
it. All right. Well, there's our picks.
It seems like 2 days ago when we made those picks.
Yeah.
Time for football, yeah.
Jackpot, you got power back now. You will be doing a live stream on Saturday, right?
We are doing a live stream on Saturday, yes, sir. 3:30 p.m. ESPN.
We'll have a wrap.
I'm gonna put the thumbnail out.
We'll have a wrap-up show on Sunday. I will be doing the rundown probably tomorrow or Friday, one or the other. Work has been crazy, and then I've been having to deal with bullshit that's just silly with all kinds of craziness. But the rundown will be back too. You guys are awesome. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for the super chats this evening, and we'll see you later on.